Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today, I want to tackle a very crucial topic called Are you overworking yourself in your 9 to 5 job? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is something that happens quite often to a lot of people. And it's true that it's really easy to get caught up in the hustle, but it's important, to check in with ourselves from time to time. Let's dive deep into why this may happen, right? And what are the red flags? It's more than normal, to feel extra excited about your job, to love the places. I mean, the people that you are working with, maybe your company or the places that you go to. If you get to travel, for instance, or go to companies. But if we don't take time to check in with ourselves, there must be slowly we start having red flags that we don't pay attention to. So the first one, for instance, is constant fatigue. If you're always exhausted, even after a good night's sleep, it might be a red flag. Irritability because you don't sleep well, you don't rest well, your body doesn't get to rejuvenate during the night. Then you become easily to irritate, short tempered, and you become easily annoyed. Another red flag is lack of focus. This has happened to me in my job. Recently, I've been just my mind has been just wanting to do other things, such as YouTube videos or reading. It's been, well, it was just, I'm saying, especially when I was preparing for an exam, it was very difficult for me just to concentrate. I really lacked focus. So struggling to concentrate or frequently zoning out to work, that's a sign that the brain is completely overloaded. Now that we have talked about the signs, let's talk why this happens. Well, as I said before, it's really a mix of workplace culture, personal ambition, and sometimes just the need to prove ourselves. Some of us, sometimes we just got to make we made it. We got to made it to a specific environment, to a specific company, which or to a specific job, which may be our dream job, and it's like we really want to prove ourselves, like, yeah, I'm deserving of being here, I love my job. And if the environment is demanding, then it's even worse, right? Because not only you want to ensure that you achieve your goals, but also you want to ensure that you are proving to yourself. So it's important to understand that overworking yourselves can lead to burnout. Just because you are, working a little bit more, going the extra mile, doesn't mean necessarily that you are burned out, but is just one step away from being burnout. What you should really observe, regardless if you think that you have a burnout or if you are overworking, are the signs that I just explained to you, and see how those signs are affecting your productivity and overall health. So how can we address this? There are some tips that we can manage, that we can adopt, that will help us to manage our workload and taking care of ourselves. So the first thing is really to set boundaries. If you don't establish clear boundaries between your work and personal life, before you know it, you skip in your favorite fitness class because you have to work a little bit more. You are not resting during the weekends because you have to prepare for specific exams. So I mean, there is an exception. I mean, there are times, yes, when you really have to study or really finish, get something done. But then after that period is gone, make sure that you get time to recuperate yourself, and to balance out your energy, to make sure that your energy gets rejuvenated. But if you don't do that, if you just working, and slowly you start doing activities that can help you really to unwind, That's not good. This leads me to think that, some people, they think that just because someone sends them an email, I don't know, at 7 8 after work, they have to answer. No, you don't have to you don't have to answer. You know, we live in a globalized world. People travel, they go up and down. So imagine if you will just answer whenever someone writes you. There are sometimes people sometimes they are like 6 8 hours in different time zones than you. And you have to really be able to manage your own agenda. Prioritize your tasks. This is very important. Not everything needs to be done at once. Many times people, they work on first in first out, right? They get a task, they do it, they finish, they get a task, they do it, and it's over. But that's not really very efficient, because we need to prioritize. Sometimes you may receive a task in position, let's say position 10, and it may be more important than the task at position 6. So it is important to ensure that you know how to prioritize, and that everything doesn't need to be done at once. There are some things that are important, there are some things that are urgent, there are other things that you can let go. The breaks. Do you take breaks? A lot of people don't take breaks when they are working, and when you don't take breaks, your brain gets burned out, and then you just work and work and work and work, and you don't boost, and you think that you are being productive, but actually it's the opposite. You don't boost your productivity. So it's important to take breaks. There is this technique, the Pomodoro technique. You work like for 25 minutes, then you make like 5 minutes break. You do that 4 times, and the last time you do a longer break, like 50 to 15, 20 minutes. So sometimes when I cannot concentrate, for instance, when I'm losing focus, that's a technique that I apply, because I know that, okay, now I have this 20 minutes, 25 minutes to 25 minutes to focus, and then I have a rest of 5 minutes where I can then get distracted. It's important that you communicate to the people as well around you. It can be like at work, to your manager, it can be to your colleagues, when you are available, when you are not available, and when you just have too much on your plate. There are colleagues who just, there are people who like to help others, and they cannot say no, so they are always available for everyone. They cannot say no, and then they get overwhelmed, and before they realize it, the workload is just too much, and they can just not, they need to finish it, right? Because they have a promise that they will help someone, that they will finish, and that just takes a toll on their physical and mental health. Lastly, make sure that you are taking care of your mental and physical exercise, physical health, eating well, sleeping well, exercising, making time for your hobbies, activities that you do. Like in my case, I love reading. It's been a while. I haven't been able really to sit and read and enjoy a good book, or even paint mandalas, which I like. So I'm really making sure that I have time for those type of activities. So thanks for watching. If you find this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends, and subscribe for more tips on maintaining a healthy work-life balance. Remember that your well-being is the most important thing. It's more important than any deadline. So if you are not healthy, if you are not well, you cannot be of service to anyone. So remember, take care of yourself first. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.